So the logs here are in jail. Jim says they're being protected so people don't steal them. I think maybe they did something wrong.
So many beautiful rocks. That's a nice thing to find on my way out.
Hi everybody, it's Kate from KatyDid, and Jim and I are at the Gingko Petrified Forest near Ellensburg, Washington, and it's super windy. It's very cold. It's the day after Christmas, but we're going to go see some really amazing petrified wood, and we're hoping that we'll be able to get into the interpretive center. So come along. You can see that it's just a little windy, and we are here by the lovely Columbia Gorge. I am sort of confused because I thought the Columbia Gorge was way south of here, but apparently the Columbia River goes in different places than I realized. And you can see here, these are just like some amazing, huge petrified logs. And you know how I love petrified wood. Isn't that cool?
Gingko Petrified Forest showcases a collection of petrified wood that is 15 million years old, made of ginkgo trees, which are similar to cypress. You can find them growing still today in the south. The logs were buried by basalt flows along the Columbia Gorge and then exposed later by giant floods, ice age events, and even people excavating. In 1931, Professor George Beck, who is a geologist, discovered masses of petrified wood in this area, and he brought it to the attention of the U.S. government. He was successful in creating a state park in 1933.
Just so you know, removal of any soil, rocks, or minerals from the Washington State Parks is against the law, so don't think about backing your truck up and getting any of these logs. One thing I read about this museum is that they had 30 different types of petrified wood that were identified, and I'm going to just do a slideshow of each one of them and maybe put some music to it. It'll be beautiful. And for those of you who are getting tired of petrified wood, here's an Oregon thunder egg. This thing is almost 2 feet wide, foot tall, just ridiculous and beautiful. They also have some of the rare Ellensburg blue agates. Someday I'd like to go try to find some of these. They're very difficult to find apparently, but it sure would be neat to do. This little spruce has got like a knot in it. That is so beautiful. Over here is some wood they call locust. Look at the colors in that. I'd like to have some of that. And then some sycamore. This gum tree is very dark. Bogwood, I've heard about that. And then cypress and bogwood. How cool is that? Very nice. And just in case you're getting tired of petrified wood, how about a little quartz crystal for you? Oh, I love crystals. They're so pretty.
You can find petrified forests in many parts of the western United States. Here's a cool map that shows where they are.
1965. Oh, look at this. Look at the size of this one. I mean, just look at it. It could be like a whole tree. Well, obviously it was a whole tree once upon a time. It has some beautiful kind of agating in it. Oh, that is just gorgeous. A couple miles down the road is the actual petrified wood trails, and they apparently found these pieces and left them in situ, meaning that they're just where they found them. And so we're going to walk down the trail, see if we can find any logs. This is not a petrified log. And it tells us beware of western rattlesnakes, but I don't think those rattlesnakes are going to be anywhere nearby today. So the logs here are in jail. Jim says they're being protected so people don't steal them. I think maybe they did something wrong. Let's take a look, see what this one is. Ooh, this is a big old chunky chunk. Nobody could steal that. They could damage it though. Look at how pretty that agatization is on there. That's nice. This Douglas fir is a pretty big old thing. So they just dug these out of the ground and left them right where they found them so that people can see kind of where they were. And you can see this little grate is built up, but they're quite a ways below the ground. It must have been quite a process to excavate them. I just love the grain on this one. We're on our way back to the parking lot because it's so cold. But I wanted to stop and take a look at this. And I could understand why they would want to protect these, because a chunk of this would be just gorgeous polished, and I can see some enthusiastic rock hound and wanting to take home a chip of it. So I'm sorry you have to be in jail, little piece of petrified wood. This one is spruce, as you can tell by the sign. Let's see if we can get it focused in here. Oh yeah, that is really pretty. This is a beautiful maple stump. Well, apparently the Columbia River starts way far north in Washington, goes south into Oregon, and then goes straight west. So now I know something new. I should have looked at a map beforehand. I was crossing the river, I'm like, this looks like the Columbia. What is going on here? And now I know. Anyway, this place is a super beautiful place to visit. Just lots of really nice wood. You cannot collect any, so make sure that you know that. But it sure is fun to look at. So the next time you're in the Ellensburg, Washington area, stop by the Gingko Petrified Forest State Park and enjoy what they have on display. This is Kate from KatyDid. Keep on doing.